What now?
That is...
I don't like this.
Yes.
What? Here already?
Is that a baby?
Nope, not a baby.
Are you hungry? Oh, so fussy today.
This monster. Is it a human?
This is the child you hold so dear? So, all the victims you kidnapped?
Oh, my darling has a hearty appetite. Were you able to secure a meal?
Well...
Oh, useless! You have... But no matter.
What? This is your child. It just devoured a man. All I see is a mindless monster.
And a monster is what I see. When I look upon the world. People are beasts of fear and superstition. Murderers without remorse. I have done nothing they've not done to me. Abominations. They are the unnatural. They deserve to die. They should all be so glad to nourish my child. My dear, sweet child.
A mother's love should nurture, but this is beyond the pale.
And you? Do you not condemn her? She kidnapped children, murdered them in cold blood, and would see you blamed for it.
In truth, I know this woman's pain all too well.
Huh?
In the name of her child, she was willing to turn against the entire world. Behind her atrocities, I see the devotion of a bereaved parent. You found yourself unjustly in a terrible darkness, and I struggle to blame you. Burying your own child is unbearable. Grief and madness fill the gaps where love had been. But my eyes were opened. These people helped me see. The only way to beat the darkness is to confront it. Step by meager step. You must walk back to our reality. Look upon that, and see true that it is not the child you once loved.
Be silent! You know nothing of it. Your sermons better suit a preacher, but that is not your place here. You are here to be eaten!
Good. Show me your hate. Pour out your darkness. We'll fight, but not in justice's name. Grief is its own death, so we will show you life!
Darling, are you still hungry? Mother wants you to play with your food! Come, my darling. It's...
All the people who disappeared.
We break this tragic curse here. Let us finish this, Captain!
If we can figure out what it really is, we can win. Let's get after it.
No, I need this. I'll use what I must. Pierce!
I can't afford merchant!
Let's go! Freeze!
For all that we strive for!
Stroll! They sapped your defenses!
Now! I'll cut you down!
Captain, they've got your defenses down!
We're not out of this yet!
My thanks.
Twas neat.
I owe you.
Knight! I'll destroy you!
I see your game.
Captain,
I'll
they've
use
got
what
your
I must.
defenses down!
Hidden arm. I must be Gunner! Fall!
Are you prepared? Take that!
Stroll!
It's okay.
They've sapped your defenses!
We can do this!
Quite a boon.
Thank you.
Helpful as ever.
Let justice prevail!
Captain,
Gunner!
they've got your defenses down!
Pierce!
I can't merchant! Hack and slash!
Right on target!
I will fight
Nice
with
one,
me!
Stroll!
Ice!
Is it come? I crush you!
Hulkenberg's
Now
guard is down!
accept your fate.
What a sound!
Nice dodge! You've got some fancy footwork, Stroll. Is everyone okay? That thing's been staring at us for a wait. I bet if you go for those huge eyes, it'll have. We can't afford to feel sorry for it right now. If we hit its eyes, maybe it won't move around so much.
Withdrawing! To the fore! I call upon royal power within! No holding back! I'll cut you down!
Vida's power! With healing power!
Much thanks.
Twas needed.
I owe you.
For all that we strive for!
Deface me! Fall!
Hack and slash!
It's okay. Nate! Freeze! A tough one!
Let justice prevail! Worthy foe after all!
You all power of kings! Commendable bearing.
Big knock!
God, you've got some fancy footwork, Stroll.
I shall vanquish evil! Not done yet!
Let's go! Ice!
I missed. Don't get sloppy, Captain.
Observe the enemy. With blade in hand! Still standing, I see.
Oh, my darling, Mama's here. Here.
She healed the demon baby?
Face me! Pierce!
Let's try this.
I'll show you the essence of truth. This should work.
Come! I'll destroy you! Child's play!
Nice dodge, Hulkenberg. Like poetry in motion.
Now accept your fate!
Now, what's the play? Could do with this.
I'll show you. We're not out of this yet!
My thanks.
Thank you.
Helpful as ever.
Oh, power of heroes!
Now that's finesse! Beautiful dodge, Heisman!
Fall! Apologies. Would you finish it?
Here! Tougher than I thought.
I will fight with pride. Here.
Still up? Knife! I crush you! They yet cling to life. This is nothing.
Face me! Commendable bearing.
Wealth is its own weapon. Let's try this. Not done yet.
Let's go! Freeze! That'll do. Not bad at all.
I shall rise to the occasion.
Ha! I have never known such heights.
Not long ago, I too had a child. It was in a nearby village. Some paripus started a riot, and my son was caught in the middle of it. They beat him until he was barely recognizable. Even bloodied and battered, he clung to life. But his body was broken. He couldn't move. And not a single person came to his aid. He was a Ujif, and to them, that's all he was. But he was a helpless child, left to die in a pool of his own blood. By the time I finally got to him, it had been hours. It was too late.
I had no idea.
I couldn't abide it. Reality was too painful, and I ran until I was spending my nights and days in the sandworm's pit. Better to live in solitude than in the embers of hell. That was the real reason I lived in that den of beasts. I thought death would be a mercy.
Heisme.
And then these meddlers came along. They dragged me under the night sky I'd not seen in many seasons. And beneath those stars, it finally came to me. This is not the life my son would have wanted for me. That thought changed my whole perspective. His memory deserves love, not pain. Look with your eyes and your heart. You can ignore it no longer. You loved your child, not this creature. And the child you loved is gone.
If I could have sacrificed my life instead. I swear I would have done it. I loved my son with all of my heart.
I know. Nobody could ever deny you that. And now, the nightmare is over.
What do we do?
I don't know. Our testimony's likely not...
Do you recall the promise I made when first we met? I fear that after all this, it is a boon I can no longer provide.
I don't know what...
Please take me to the exhibition of the brave. I will confess the truth before the masses.
Sure. Yet as a holy woman, 'twould be bold-faced ignominy to sanctifex for...
I have but one request. Before I know I ask much of you, but would Barden and I will atone for my sins. For my son.
What should we do? There's no guarantee she won't take the...
But I see her point. The people here have suffered enough unrest. If she...
You are our captain. The decision is ultimately yours.
I'm choosing to trust Jo... Right.
You're too nice for your own good.
Our treatment of her might reflect on her confession, too.
Then 'tis settled.
Oh. Oh.
I've heard the news about Lady Joanna. I will assume the duty of her escort to the exhibition, and I'll ensure the warrant on Hyzme is taken down. Rest assured, your bounty will be paid in full. After all, I asked...
I say.
Young man, could you donate a portion of the money to the bereaved families? I know 'tis not...
I don't think that decision...
I think everything.
Quite right. After all, our...
My word. You're all indeed...
Just as long as you keep this out of the public...
You have my solemn word.
All right.
Hyzme, 'twas thanks to you that we found the truth.
I agree. If Barden...
If you've nowhere else to go from here.
You're in this...
Not exactly. Look, you think...
We've come this far together.
Yes.
So His Royal Highness lit...
Would you lend?
You already know my answer. If I'm to choose a lord out of loyalty instead of dependence...
Not a lord.
Hear, hear.
Right.
I wish I could have done more to help in Martira.
Huh?
But maybe I found something better. So I'm gonna focus on...
The mystical fairy gallop through thy shared bond. Bear this new power.
It's you and me. Our destinies are intertwined.
Okay. Now all we have to...
Ah, about that. Dash it. The old road crews should have the mess cleared by the competitions.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
The deadline is...
True.
All right, then.